everything. This might be the end of 69 Cities.
Hello! I'm making this video to update you on a rather tough situation. About a month ago, all my camera gear, my laptop and everything was stolen out of my van. This has made it really difficult for me to work on the things that I normally do on my channel and the things that I promised you, the 69 Cities project mainly, but I have a plan and I'm going to tell you all about it now. I'll start at the beginning. I was about to go out on a trip where I planned to film 4 more episodes of my YouTube series 69 Cities, and I was super excited. On the way I was going to go down and see my amazing sister and help her move a load of stuff from her studio space in London to her home in Cornwall, so it would have been a big round trip and I would have done a load of cities on the way back up. I was in such a great mood about this. I was really happy. I don't get to see my sister and her partner very often, and my niece and nephew, and it was just going to be a really wonderful time and a great adventure. But it all went wrong when I set off from Lincoln much later than I planned, and I ended up getting into London late. And for this reason I had to leave my stuff for a few hours in the cargo space of my van until I had access to the studio to put it all away and keep it safe. And in this really short time window, some utter scumbag broke the passenger side window of my van, crawled in and got through the hatch in my bulkhead into the cargo space of the van and stole my laptop and camera. The laptop was a brand new MacBook that I bought for the tour to edit the 69 Cities series on, and I'm still paying for it. The camera was a high-end SLR that I bought 10 years ago when I was working on ships, and I filmed a lot of my adventures on it, and it meant a lot to me. And there was a lot of equipment in that camera bag as well, like camera cards and all sorts of accessories that were very important, and also just the sheer amount of work that was on the laptop that I didn't have backed up. Luckily nothing essential, but a lot of artwork, graphic design work, stuff I can't really replace. But I was really lucky in some respects. They didn't bother to open up the bed, so they didn't steal my guitar. They could have had my guitar. They didn't steal the hard drive that had the next 2 episodes of 69 Cities on that were pretty much fully edited, so I don't think I could have kept my sanity and done those again. It's such a big job. They didn't steal my Jackery battery, which powers the whole van and the heating system and everything, but they did steal the charging lead, thinking that it was the laptop lead, so that's not working either. Hopefully I can replace that fairly easily. I can't describe how it felt to get back to the van and to realise what had happened, and just realise that somebody had been in this space that's like my home, you know, and just touching all my stuff and going through it and trying to find anything. Oh, it just really made my skin crawl. Then after that utter gut punch of realising that everything was gone, I had to sleep in the van because nothing in there would have been safe otherwise. I slept with like a wheel wrench next to me in the bed so I could clobber anybody if they tried to attack me. You know, it was. I've got to admit it was scary. I don't get scared by a lot of things, but sleeping there without a window, I felt like a target. Now when the break-in happened, I didn't see how I could continue making 69 Cities, given that I didn't have a camera to shoot on or a laptop to edit on. Luckily though, this should be covered by house contents insurance, but I'm not 100% sure yet, and it does look like they're not going to pay out in full. They'll probably pay enough out to cover the laptop, but not the camera, which is a huge relief because the laptop is worth far more money and I don't see how I could ever replace it. The camera, I might be able to find the money to replace given some saving, you know, and some time. Hi, this is Future Sam, and I've got some really good news. The insurance company did pay out. In fact, they didn't just pay out for the laptop, the £2,000 they said they were going to pay out for. They actually paid out for the whole thing, for the camera and everything. So I've been so lucky. I'm really happy. At GS Insurance, they actually pay out. So I have my lovely new MacBook, which should be fast enough to edit some more 69 Cities. And we will be on the road again this weekend for episode 10. When I posted to Facebook about the robbery, so many people posted kind words and lovely things in support, so if you posted some of those lovely comments, thank you so much. It was really kind what everybody said to me. And because I was unloading the studio and I was working hard all day and I had got my window fixed and everything, I didn't check Facebook for the whole day, so it was really beautiful to to finally finish and see how many lovely things people had said. One of the really astounding things that somebody did for me is my bandmate Brow made me a GoFundMe to replace the stolen equipment, and that was a really, really kind thought. I made the decision not to promote it though, because at this stage I wasn't sure if the insurance will pay out or not, and if the insurance was going to pay the money for the things that had been stolen. I didn't feel right taking money off my friends if that was the case. So this was a really good decision, because in the end I didn't need that money, and what I'm going to be doing is, there are a few people who did give it to that GoFundMe, I think about 5 or 6, so I'm going to be messaging them, contacting them, and offering them a refund of the money that they gave. Otherwise that money can just go into the tour fund. I wouldn't want to ask for money from anybody unless I knew that I really needed it. For everyone that did give to that GoFundMe, thank you so much. That generosity just blew me away. I've just obtained the login details to the GoFundMe account, so I should be able to finally message everybody and thank them for their kindness and sort of speak to people individually. I've not been able to do that yet, so I also need to say a really big thank you to my big brother Rob, who lent me this camera that I'm filming on now. Which has been so useful, because I've been able to keep doing the Golden Eagle open mic nights that we do every week, and keep filming them and keep filming little bits, so I've not had to shut everything down with the YouTube channel. I can still do stuff. This is going to have to go back to him sooner or later, but for now we get this beautiful quality which is way better than we had before. I also need to say a massive thank you to my friends Ken and Caroline, who have actually given me an SLR camera to replace the stolen one, which that just absolutely blew my mind. That's so kind. Unfortunately the camera model isn't a great one for video, it's more of a pictures camera, and the microphone on it isn't really capturing music in the way that we need it to, so I'm either going to look into buying an external microphone for that camera, or maybe if I can save a little bit and invest in a camera that's higher quality, something a bit more like I'm filming on now. It would be good to go up a level, to maybe try to turn this really devastating thing that happened into a positive thing, and like make the channel better and make the content better. But at the minute I don't know where that money will come from, so I've got to have a think about that. Some positive news is, outside of the robbery, the 69 Cities project has actually been going really well. I've shot 9 episodes. I've got 3 that are edited. Episode 3 is going to be coming out publicly soon. It's available to the GoFundMe backers of the tour GoFundMe. And very soon, episodes 4 and 5 are going to be available to them as well. But they need a little bit of editing still, a little bit of tweaking, and because of my laptop being stolen, I can't actually open those files anymore to do little bits to them. So I think those will be going out to the GoFundMe backers. Also, the GoFundMe backers are going to be getting sneak previews of an album that I've been working on for 10 years and I haven't been able to finish. And I've been mixing with an amazing producer called Martin Buick, and he's been helping me get these tracks into a shape where I'm happy to publish them. And I've spent 10 years trying to mix these tracks, and this is the first time that they've sounded anything like I feel like could be published, you know. And there's going to be 3 of them going out, especially to GoFundMe backers pretty soon, and Patreons if somebody finally joins the Patreon. So this has been a massive setback, but in retrospect I don't think this is the end. The insurance looks like it should pay out for the laptop, and if that's the case then I should be able to continue. And I will continue, and we'll make something beautiful. I'll keep my promise of 69 gigs and 69 cities. I'm not going to let these scumbags stop me. Whoever they are, karma will come for them eventually. Quite a few people have contacted me and offered to help financially to replace the stolen equipment, which I appreciate so much. It's so kind, and I haven't taken any help yet because I wasn't sure about the insurance situation. That kind of kindness absolutely blows my mind, and I don't feel like I deserve it, but if you do want to give, the GoFundMe for my tour is still open and it's still working. I'll link that in the description. Just thank you so much, everybody. You've been so kind and so supportive. This experience is pretty tough, but I think it's part of the meat of the story of what's happening, and I knew that when I did the 69 Cities project there was going to be massive ups, but there was probably going to be some massive downs in it as well. It would have been nice if the downs hadn't come quite so soon, but that's where we are. I'm going to push over this hill and I'm going to keep making content because I really believe in this project. 69 Cities, Let's make it happen.